Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me live today. I just wanted to chat with you guys about why it is that I had to go ahead and close my orders for the time being and what that means and what you can expect from the relaunch that's going to be coming up in 2019. Um, and to really thank all of you guys for sticking with me on this journey. It's been a long road, and this whole thing has turned into something that I totally didn't expect. So I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. So as some of you may know, I am actually a full-time veterinary technician. I'm not a full-time artist. So when I'm doing these portraits, I do them on the side when I'm on holiday, or a lot of times it's on the weekend. So when I started this whole thing, it started off pretty slow. It was a way for me to kind of get through technician school, and I didn't think it was ever going to amount to what it is now. And I didn't think that it was going to bring people the joy that it brings people now. And it's really turned into a passion for me, and it's something that I want to continue with and that I want to see grow. But at the same time, I really love being a veterinary technician, so I want to respect, both of these professions at the same time. So the reason why I have decided to kind of shut down the orders for this time being is that initially when I started this thing, I just kind of let people put orders in, and it just started up this list that I kept, and many of you have been on my list for upwards of 2 years, and that's not okay. I acknowledge that these wait times are absolutely ridiculous, and people don't want to have to wait 2 years to get a portrait of their pet. So the reason why I've shut down the orders is I want to get rid of the wait list. I want to create a system where people can order and they get their portrait within a 3 month or even week time span. So what I'm trying to do with these closed out orders is finish what I have left. And if I've done my math correctly, and no one throws any surprises in on me, if I do a painting every single weekend for the next 12 weeks, then I should be ready to relaunch first thing in January. Might be a little bit later in January, just depending on what some of my clients are looking for, because I really want to make sure that the clients that I currently have get their portraits in. They've waited a long time. I really want to make sure that you guys are getting what you want. And that's what this whole thing is about, is I want to make sure that you guys are getting what you want, but I also need to get a couple of my weekends back so that I can go do some agility once in a while, or, maybe just explore a little bit more of America that I've now been in. I'm actually currently down in New Orleans. I've joined my husband on a conference, so just hanging out down here while he's doing his thing. So what does it mean with this relaunch? What's going to happen? What are orders going to look like? What I'm planning on doing is having a little bit more structure, rather than just sending me a Facebook message and saying, hey, I want this, whenever it happens, so be it. And me reaching out to you like a year, 2 years down the road and seeing if we're still good to go. We're going to structure things a little bit differently than what we've done in the past. So the plan is, and this is a work in progress, and I'm looking for feedback from you guys. So please, leave me some comments and let me know what you think. I'd love to know from those of you who have ordered with me, for those of you who've been watching me and haven't done an order with me, what you would like to see change, how you think that things can be done a little bit better. But my plan is that every 3 months, I'm going to make an announcement a few days prior to opening up my orders. So an announcement will go out, and you guys will have a 24-hour period to contact me. First come, first serve. So whoever gets a hold of me first will get priority on their portraits. My plan is to do a portrait a month. So the amount that I'm producing is going to decrease, but I think that people are going to be a little bit happier as a result of that, because they're going to get their portraits faster. I expect to be able to do those portraits within that 12-week time span. So you'll either have your portrait relatively quickly, or by the end of that 12 weeks, it'll happen sometime within that time frame. With that, though, I'm also going to start requiring a deposit to make sure that we are secured, we're good to go. I also am going to need the photo up front from now on, as well as the information as to what you would like for background colors, background style. Because what happens sometimes is I set aside a weekend to work on a painting, and then I don't have that information. And sometimes I have to kind of adjust things or skip to the next client. Excuse me, getting over a cold, so my throat's a bit scratchy. So I want to be able to go ahead and just get to work on those portraits as soon as I have a free moment too. And if I'm plugging along and things are going well and I have some extra time, I'm hoping to be able to open those orders, you know, maybe have an extra one kind of pop in there. So I'll make announcements about if I can do spot orders at the same time and see how those go. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you want. Do you guys like my Facebook? Do you want to just keep rolling with that? Would you like to, excuse me, I haven't been talking this much in a couple of days. Sorry about that. Would you like to, thank you. Do you guys want me to have a website? Once upon a time, I had a website, and things got so busy, so crazy, so fast that I had to shut the whole thing down. Do you want me to go back and have a website again? For those of you who are in Canada, do you want to stick with the e-transfer system? Do you want to do payments through PayPal so that credit cards can be offered? What do you want? I would love to know what you guys want, what you want to see more of. Do you want to see more behind the scenes? I'm trying to get back in the habit of videotaping more of my portraits and posting those up to YouTube. Sorry again, guys. So I have started and relaunched my YouTube channel, which is at Pet Portraits by Zonia Clancy. And I've actually joined Instagram now at Pet Portraits by Zonia Clancy as well. So feel free to follow me there. A lot of it is going to be on Thursdays. I'm going to throw back to everything that I have already done. But anything new, I'm also going to be posting on there as well. But would you like to see a Snapchat? Do you want to, you know, see more behind the scenes as I'm working on the portraits, the progression, how things are moving along? I just want to know what you guys want. You know, this is all for you. It's all about your pets. It's what you want. And I want to make sure that you guys are getting everything that you want and you really love the products that you're receiving. So make sure to follow that YouTube channel to see all the portraits that I have in progress, see them all sped up, you know, that 8 hours of work compressed down to like a 2-minute time frame. And make sure to follow me on Instagram. Also, both at Pet Portraits by Zonia Clancy. So thanks so much for being here with me, guys. So just to recap, if you weren't here at the start, just discuss briefly what the new order structure is going to be like, why I've had to close orders temporarily, that I'm a little sick right now, and that I would really like to hear back from you guys. So leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know how you want to see things go, and I'd love it if you continue on with this journey with me. Thanks so much. See you later.